Have you ever felt completely overwhelmed by your emotions, reacting impulsively to situations, only to regret it later? Do you wish there was a way to navigate life's challenges with a calm, unwavering spirit, rather than being tossed about by every external event? Today, we're diving deep into an ancient philosophy that offers precisely that power: Stoicism. This isn't about suppressing your feelings or becoming emotionless. It's about understanding them, mastering them, and ultimately, mastering yourself. Stoicism provides a robust framework for achieving inner peace and resilience, even amidst the most turbulent circumstances. It teaches you that your power lies not in controlling the world, but in controlling your response to it. We'll explore timeless wisdom from some of history's greatest minds, uncovering practical techniques you can immediately apply to reshape your emotional landscape. Prepare to discover why your emotions don't have to control you and how you can reclaim dominion over your inner world, cultivating true self-mastery starting today. The cornerstone of Stoic philosophy rests on a fundamental distinction: understanding what is within your control and what is not. This wisdom, articulated over 2 millennia ago, remains profoundly relevant. Most of our suffering stems from attempting to control the uncontrollable, leading to frustration, anxiety, and deep disappointment in our daily lives. One of its most profound advocates was Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and a devout Stoic philosopher who wrote extensively in his personal journal, now known as Meditations. Imagine the immense pressures he faced governing an empire, yet he consistently reminded himself of this truth: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Aurelius, writing to himself in moments of immense stress and imperial responsibility, understood that while he could command armies, he couldn't control the weather, political machinations, or the opinions of others. His strength came from focusing his energy entirely on his judgments, his desires, and his actions, the only things truly his own. This isn't about ignoring external reality. It's about recognizing that while events happen to you, your internal reaction is entirely up to you. You cannot prevent the rain, but you can choose how you feel about getting wet. You cannot control what others say, but you can control your interpretation and subsequent emotional response to their words. When you internalize this principle, you stop fighting against the current of life. You liberate yourself from the futile struggle of try to manipulate things outside your sphere of influence. This realization becomes a powerful anchor, grounding you in a place of resilience, allowing you to build an unshakable inner citadel of peace. Now, let's delve deeper into one of the most destructive emotions: anger. It's a powerful, often instantaneous reaction that, if unchecked, can lead to consequences far more damaging than the initial trigger. The Stoics meticulously observed this human tendency, understanding its insidious nature and its potential for self-sabotage. Marcus Aurelius, in his vast experience with human nature, wisely noted how much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it. Think about this for a moment. The initial spark, a rude driver, a critical comment, a frustrating technological glitch, is often minor in itself. But your reaction? That's where the real damage is often done. Imagine you're stuck in traffic and a driver cuts you off. The cause is momentary inconvenience. Your angry response, however, might involve honking aggressively, shouting, and allowing that surge of cortisol and resentment to poison your entire commute, even your whole morning. Or consider an email from a colleague that you perceive as disrespectful. The initial trigger is a few lines of text. If you respond in anger, firing off an equally harsh reply, you risk damaging a professional relationship, creating unnecessary conflict, and escalating a situation that might have been a simple misunderstanding. The cause of your anger is often external and fleeting. The consequences, however, can be internal and lasting. It can lead to strained relationships, poor decision-making, physical stress on your body, and a pervasive sense of unhappiness. You become a prisoner to your own volatile reactions, rather than a master of your inner state. The Stoic lesson here isn't to pretend you don't feel anger, but to recognize its potential for harm and to intercept it before it escalates. It's about creating a pause, a crucial moment between the trigger and your response, where you can consciously choose a different path. This pause is your greatest tool for self-mastery. By observing your anger without immediately identifying with it, you gain perspective. You realize that the anger itself is often more disruptive to your peace than the event that provoked it. This shift in understanding empowers you to choose a response that serves your long-term well-being rather than a fleeting, destructive outburst. So, how do you practically apply this profound wisdom to control your emotions daily? The key lies in shifting your perspective and consciously choosing your response. This isn't theoretical. It's a practice, a discipline that transforms your relationship with your inner world. Epictetus, another towering figure in Stoicism, a former slave who became a highly respected teacher, offered an even more direct articulation of this truth. He taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." His life story itself is a testament to the power of this philosophy. Epictetus, having experienced the most extreme forms of external control, found absolute freedom within his mind. He didn't have the luxury of an emperor's power, yet he achieved a profound inner liberty by focusing solely on his judgments and actions. His teachings are pragmatic and accessible to everyone, regardless of their circumstances. Here's how to apply this. When an event triggers a strong emotion, pause. Take a deep breath. Instead of immediately reacting, ask yourself, is this within my control? Can I change the event itself, or only my interpretation of it? This brief moment of reflection is your emotional freedom moment. If it's outside your control, like a delayed flight or someone else's opinion, acknowledge the feeling, but release the desire to change the external circumstance. Redirect your energy to what you can control, your judgment of the situation and your subsequent actions. Choose a response that aligns with your values, not with fleeting emotion. Embracing Stoicism isn't about becoming a robot. It's about becoming genuinely human, fully aware, and deeply resilient. It's a continuous practice of mindful awareness, recognizing the distinction between what is truly yours to command and what simply is. This journey empowers you to face life's inevitable challenges with grace, strength, and unwavering inner peace. You have the power to master your emotions, not by suppressing them, but by understanding and redirecting your internal responses. Start today by applying these principles. If this resonated with you and you're ready to cultivate a life of greater emotional freedom and self-mastery, subscribe to our channel for weekly Stoic wisdom.